Good Wednesday morning, everybody. Come on in. It's early morning, y'all. And I almost wasn't going to do this particular video because my grass cutting folk are out there, my yard people out there. And if you hear noise, that's the lawnmower. I was just not going to do it because I don't know if y'all can hear me or not for real. Okay, I went ahead and I closed the door, so that made it a little bit better. So I decided I'm gonna go ahead and do the video anyway because this is one of those quick, fast, and in a hurry videos this morning because I gotta go. Y'all, I shared with y'all earlier on since I've been doing my videos for y'all. I have a bad back, and today is shot day, and I knew that I wasn't going to really be trying to cook a whole lot, and I didn't cook anything. Well, the extras that I cook, I thought, you know what, we've been eating those a couple of days, because I have to admit my back was bothering me a little bit, and I have not, if y'all noticed, I hadn't uploaded anything. But anywho, here I am, weathering the storm. So what I decided this morning, since I am going to be going to get my shot today, praise the Lord, and I know once I get back I have to sit back and relax a little bit and sort of take it easy. So what I'm going to do, or what I am doing, I'm going to make the fastest meatballs and spaghetti that you probably have ever seen in your life. Now, I already had this bag of, I use these for the same meatballs that I use in my sweet and sour meatballs. These home style meatballs, Sam's Club 5-pound bag, $10. They are really good, and they're the smaller ones, which I like. So you use them, you know, the bag says you can use them for, like, you know, snack size, cocktail size, but we're going to use them for meatballs and spaghetti today. And I always like to leave a little something cooked, y'all know, for Kareem. So what I'm doing before I leave, I'm going to go ahead and get some meatballs and spaghetti going. I got my meatballs in the sauce, so I'll show you how I make this really fast meatball. I put about a pound of meatballs in my pot, okay? And I always use this seasoning, traditional Hunt's traditional pasta sauce. Okay, this is a 16, no, I'm sorry, it's not 16, that's more than that. This is a 24-ounce can. It's perfect for about a pound, pound and a half of meatballs, depending on how many you want in there. I'm going to throw in a teaspoon of extra basil. Okay. And y'all know I put my complete seasoning in as well. I had already sprinkled a little bit, so I need to sprinkle a little bit more. About a half a teaspoon of, or a teaspoon rather, of complete seasoning, and a fourth of a cup of brown sugar, because Kareem loves his spaghetti sauce sweet. So since he'll be the ones eating it, I'll fix it just like he likes it. So just stir it up really, really good. Sometimes I put a can of tomato paste in there, but I'm not going to put tomato paste in there today. I'm not going to put in tomatoes. This is going to be quick, fast, and in a hurry. And of course, since it's a tomato-based sauce, I poured in a fourth of a cup of tomato ketchup. That's going to be some good sauce, y'all. And I'm going to it only has to cook about 30 minutes. And of course, you know the noodles. You cook the noodles according to the recipe and cook them al dente, and before you know it, you'll have meatballs and spaghetti on the stove. So I know Kareem loves meatballs, he loves spaghetti, so I'm going to go ahead and have that waiting on the stove for him, because like I said, when I get back I won't feel like doing anything to begin with, and I'm not really supposed to do anything. So I decided spaghetti and meatballs is a quick meal. It's a healthy, hearty meal. And I think for a veggie, I'll probably throw some mixed vegetables in a pot there, steam them up, butter them up real good. And so there'll be a nice meal on the stove. And y'all know I don't like doing fast food, because I kept thinking, what can I cook right quick? And then, because I just absolutely did not think about that until I almost got ready to go this morning. So anyway, that's what we're going to be doing today. Meatballs and spaghetti. Got that spaghetti in the pot. And of course, like I said, I'm going to cook it al dente. So hope y'all got something good going on. Hope you had a great Monday and Tuesday, and hope Wednesday is going to be just as well. And most of all, I pray that you all have been praying without ceasing, standing in the gap for somebody. Okay, y'all, everything is cooking along nicely. I've got the meatballs boiling, and this is how you want them cooking. Don't those look good, wonderful? And you know, you don't have to cook a great big pot because this is probably enough for 3 people. I may or may not eat a bowl, but of course Kareem, he'll eat, you know, as much as he can hold. But this is like a dinner for 3 that you can have, or a lunch for 3 that you can have. But this is what you want your meatballs looking like as they're cooking. You want them bubbling about like that. Once you get them going, medium low heat, put the lid on the pot. Make sure that you stir it from the bottom, because you know once you put anything with saucy stuff in it will stick to the pan, and we don't want that burnt stick taste. Also, I added a teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon of onion powder to my meatballs. So we're just going to cover them back up there and let them continue to cook. And you know what? I'm going to do this right now. This is going to be, y'all know I always have to have a little different twist to whatever I'm cooking. I'm going to put a couple of tablespoons of this grated Romano cheese in that sauce, and that's just going to give it a little extra oomph. Okay? And let it cook right on in instead of waiting till the end. I'm going to put it in right now because, you know, I told y'all, well, did I tell you? I started talking about my shot, but I actually got to go get my shot this morning, not this afternoon. I was thinking it was this afternoon, but it's this morning. So we're going to go ahead and, when I walk out that door, these spaghetti and meatballs will be ready to eat. So I won't have to come back and do anything to them. So we got everything in there now. That little Romano cheese or Parmesan, whatever kind of little cheese you have. And if you want to sprinkle some on top once they get done, once you serve. Tasted that sauce. Wow, that is so wonderful, y'all. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And it's nice and thick. Nice and thick. Okay. That's yummy. Oh, that's yummy. Okay, so I think my noodles are just about ready. We're gonna, yeah, they're just about ready. Because you don't, like I say, you don't want to cook them mushy mush. A good 12-15 minutes and they're done. Yep, those are ready to come out. So, get my strainer and get them ready to come on out of that water. Excuse me. I need to add just a tad more of brown sugar because, like I said, Kareem likes his sweet. Just one more tablespoon, and to blend it out, excuse me, about 1/8 of a teaspoon of complete seasoning to blend that sugar out. And we're on our way, guys. I did want to drop a bay leaf in there, but I can't find my bay leaves. I don't know what my bay leaves ran off to. Well, we just won't, but you can drop a bay leaf in there. It's just to give it that extra added or Italian flavor. Now that's to my liking. Since I can't find the bay leaf, how about another tab of the basil? And then you know what? Sam's Club, well, most of the grocery stores, they sell a excuse me, an Italian seasoning, and it's a mixture of all of your Italian herbs and spices. And I cleaned out my cabinet the other day. I just don't even remember where it is. Anyway, I got to reorganize my spice cabinet. Because what I did, I went to the store and I bought the big, or most of the seasonings that I did not have. I replaced the little ones with the big ones because since I made space, but then I didn't want to buy stuff that I already had because I don't have the space for it. So now see that sauce? That will stick to the spaghetti. That's what you need to make sure that your sauce is nice and thick. And of course that it tastes well. Okay, we're going to cover it up. And we're just going to leave it on low. And it's going to, ooh, I need to take these noodles off. So I'm going to get these noodles off, get them over here to the sink and get them rinsed. Because I got to get out of here in a few minutes, y'all. And what you want to do, okay, I'm just rinsing the starch out. I'm just going to sit them back over here on the stove like so, just like that, and let that water just drain right on out of them. Okay, let me get that in. I can move my noodles, my sauce to the back. But all I did was just put them in that little small colander and just set them like so. And then just let them finish draining. And while they're draining, excuse me. Whoops. Here I am about to tear up my little thingamabobs. Knock over the camera and mess up my shot, y'all. Y'all hear me this morning. There we go, we back. Okay, so now I'm just gonna pour a little bit of olive oil on them. Oh, sauce is boiling over. I changed burners. I had it on a higher heat. Okay, wipe that off because we don't want burnt spaghetti smell throughout the house, y'all. No, we don't. Listen, tell me what y'all been doing, because I tell you, I have not uploaded anything since Sunday. Like I said, I was giving my back a break. Now, I'm going to pour a little bit of oil in the bottom of my pan because I need to leave these in the pan. So just, if you got olive oil, whatever oil you got, margarine, anything, just to lubricate, lubricate the bottom of that pan because we don't want no dried up noodles, okay? So there they are. And to that, I'm going to add a little bit of garlic. Sprinkle those noodles with some garlic powder. A little bit of onion powder. And I'm going to hit it with some complete seasoning. And we're going to be done with these noodles. And let's see, let's put these back on the burner. They can continue to cook. It's all about, as Tanya can say, it's all about the flavor, y'all. It's all about the flavor. We want to get everything all nice and flavored up. So, okay, a little bit of basil on there. And we're just going to whip these buddies around like so. Yummy. Now those noodles there, you can eat them right out the pot just like they are. But since we want them for the a tad more of oil on them, and we're ready to go, y'all. So there's Kareem's lunch, dinner, however he wants to eat it. When he gets ready for lunch, he'll do cereal for breakfast, I'm sure. Let's switch these boilers back over. And let's just go ahead and say this meal, all practical purposes, is ready to eat. All we need to do is, let's get the camera shot here. Just a good old camera shot. Those meatballs are boiled. And you know what? I'm just going to let them continue to simmer. Because I like my meat sauce cooked to the point where everything blends on its own. And just like any other sauce that you cook, you need to let it cook at least a couple hours. So I'm just going to leave this on low. That's about another 45 minutes before I leave home. And I think I've been had it cooking maybe about 30 minutes already because I started it before I even started the video. So that meat sauce will be just exactly like it should be. And once he pours it over these noodles, there will be an epic scene going on here between the meatballs and the spaghetti. This is one of those quick, fast, and in a hurry meals again. One that I know you will appreciate, especially if you got kids and you're trying to think of stuff right quick to cook for them at lunchtime or even at dinner time, or even if you want to feed it to the whole family. All you gotta do is just throw you some veggies with it, raw veggies, a salad, steam you some green beans or peas, carrots, whatever you want to cook, and then you'll have a complete meal going on. So between these two right here, let's just make them be all in the family. Spaghetti and meatball, quick spaghetti and meatballs that can be put together start to finish. You can have it on the stove in 10 minutes, but you know, of course, since your sauce has to cook and be at a certain level, we have to cook that sauce now. But as far as putting it together, if you want to do it in the morning while you get ready to go to work, by the time you get ready to run out the door like me, it'll be pretty much on its way to being complete. So thank you guys for dropping in. Sorry I got to rush out on y'all, but I just want to let y'all know what I'm doing, the reason why I haven't been uploading since Sunday. So here it goes, guys. My version of homemade spaghetti and meatballs. Reach in that freezer, pull out those frozen meatballs, and go in that cabinet and grab a can of that spaghetti sauce already made up, and then zhuzh it up like you want to, and you'll think you're in an authentic Italian restaurant eating authentic meatballs. It's mine because I made it, y'all. So listen, guys, thank y'all so much for listening to me, so much for supporting my channel, standing in the gap, praying without ceasing, and supporting one another, and most of all for giving me that wonderful feedback on my channel and encouraging me. Y'all, do you realize, you know, this time, I think last month or so, we were trying to get to 35,000 now subscribers. We are almost at the 40,000 mark. Thank y'all. Without y'all, it would not be possible. Again, I apologize for the sound. I don't know what goes on with this sound some days, but I'm apologizing in advance to you. Love you guys. Do something good for somebody today. Be good to yourself. Get in that kitchen and cook you something good to eat. And until I decide to cook again, I love y'all. Keep those prayers going up now, so those blessings will continue to come down. And remember, if you pray for me, I'm praying double for you. So, love you guys until I decide to cook something again now. Keep those prayers going up so the blessings will continue to come down. Pray without ceasing, y'all. Thank you for listening to me. Love you. Toodaloo. Okay, there we go.